children can solve any problem if they're given a chance.
This was all a dream until 13 years ago, Irene Tongoy started New Dawn Education Center. The idea to start New Dawn School came as a result of many uneducated children from Huruma village. They did not have access to formal education because of abject poverty. Irene Tongoy started the school with 80 students to give them hope and a sense of belonging.
We need a new dawn. We need a context that we are allowing children to be the ones that create a solution. We need the new dawn even for education for our vulnerable children, because unless they see the hope for themselves and say the dawn that their parents represent is past, but for them a new dawn needs to dawn so that they can enter adulthood with a sense of hope and purpose.
Today, New Dawn has impacted the lives of many students who have gone ahead to become successful and influential in the society.
2 of our students graduated, made it to university, and returned to teach. And they sat in the same staff room with the teachers that taught them. One of our students graduated from here, is a clinical officer. He comes back to this village to offer free services.
Though New Dawn largely depends on sponsorship, it has grown to be a fully fledged school to support curriculum and co-curriculum activities.
My name is Rapson Monene. I'm 18 years old, and I came from Huruma village, and I came from humble background where I have been living alone due to some circumstance. When I was in class 6, my blood father died, and my mother was married to another man who we were not closer with them because I was not his biological son. So due to that, I had to vacate, and I started renting my own house, paying for my house, for my rent when I was in class 6. And when my mother got married to that man, they got a child who is my brother, my step-brother Ian Kigo. So when I was in Form 2, my stepdad died, and when he died, and my mother was affected emotionally, and he started, drinking alcohol, illicit drinks, and he forgot the responsibility. So when I heard from Githogoro village the situation of my brother, I had to take him. I went and took him and started to act as a parent to him from now, where I tried my best so that I can cater for his school fees and his food. I was doing construction sites, carrying mjengo, we call them mjengo. I was going to mjengo so that I can try to get food and some rent. So I had to go to Ronda Estate where they are constructing houses so that I can cater for myself and for my brother. After finishing my class 8 level of education, I knew New Dawn because New Dawn is located nearby my village. So I joined New Dawn, and I joined New Dawn High School, where I started my education since Form 1 up to now. And life has not been easy. After I picked my brother and started living with him, my life changed completely because I started acting as a parent. So I have to wake up at 4 so that I can go to my personal study at school. After my personal studies at 6:30, I usually go back to the house to wake up my brother, where I arrange his uniform and brush his shoe for that day. And while he's dressing up, I usually lit up our stove, where I put water to prepare for the breakfast if there is. And if we don't have a breakfast, we usually take some warm water. And because due to time, after arranging everything and make sure everything is in order, I usually rush back to the school to make sure I'm not late, because our prep starts at 7. Our class officially starts at 8:20 after morning devotions, where it ends up to 4. Then 4 to 5, we usually have extracurricular activity such as debates, house meetings. CO members we usually meet at that time. Then we go back to 5 to 6 evening prep. Then our class end up at 6. After 6 p.m., I usually go back to the house, where I go and find my brother waiting for me. Where we start homework, and after homework, I start my duties such as washing his uniform, cleaning the house, washing the dishes. And if we have supper, we start preparing. Although despite that, we have some challenges because I use stove. Although sometimes we like kerosene for cooking, sometimes we miss our supper if we don't have. It's quite challenging because you can't afford to study and to find money. So sometimes if we have food, we prepare. If we don't have, we stay like that. After taking my supper around 8, I usually go back to school to do my homework and my personal study up to 11. Then after my personal study and homework, I usually turn back to sleep to join my brother at home.
I'm Sharon Yakio. I come from Embu County, that's the background of my mother. And before we stayed there, we were living at Kisii County, where my father passed away, and the parents of my father decided that we are not going to stay there in that land, so we were chased away.
I'm Centrina Nguti. I'm 20 years old. I came from Kakamega. I got 256 marks. I finished class 8, and then I got a challenge to join high school because of lack of school fees. I stayed home for 3 months without going to school.
NUDO has been like my family, like my everything. Because when I joined Form 1, I didn't know where to get the school fees.
What I can say about this school, it has made me to go far. Because to me, joining this high school, it was miraculously done.
NUDO has done a lot to me. I've been able to grow spiritually, and I'm comfortable to speak in front of people. because they nurtured me. I want to pursue nutrition or psychology. I love schooling, I love education. From 1, from 2, despite of many challenges, I was performing perfect. I was doing excellent in my education, but since my brother came up to my life, and it was a big challenge because my brother looked up to me in everything he does. If he being sent out of school for the school fee, for the books, for everything, watchman money, he will always come to me. Newdon has helped me to care for my brother in a good way. Since I have a problem, although I have not qualified to be a parent, I always consult my teachers which step or which protocol to follow in order to cater for my brother, in order to mentor my brother in a good way, and also has taught me to love and to care because I'm caring my brother and I love him so much.
If it were not for Newdon right now, I could not be here. I could be like a street girl and just an house girl, and I thank them for that. And because of Newdon, I can see my future will be good.
If you were not for Newdon, I don't know where I will be. I probably may get married early and not able to raise my family. But I thank God to give me this opportunity to be in Newdon so I can help raise my community to achieve or avoid the outcomes in our society.
If it were not for Newdon, I don't know where I could be. Maybe I could be a drug trafficker, a thief, or an ordinary guy. But because Newdon has impacted me and other students, I'm very happy.
At this point, Newdon has everything it takes to shape the life of every child who comes through our hands and our system here. Therefore, we are appealing to any well-wisher to consider partnering with Newdon Ministry, and we know that it is possible to change the world one life at a time.